Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me. Stamura, thank you very much for the welcome. I appreciate it. Good to see you again. And hey, Dave, I just responded to your comment. Um, Thank you all for the support. Before we get started, it's been a while, um, and I'm still remembering how everything works. I've been responding to all of your comments here for the past 10 minutes, and my microphone wasn't even plugged in. So, as we go through today, if there are any issues with chat, if there are any issues with volume or anything like that, please let me know. I'm extraordinarily rusty here, but I'm I'm very happy to be back here. Um, but yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it here as we start. So welcome everybody to today's live stream, episode number 25 of our Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay series. I'm Commander Jorval, and I want to thank you for coming along on your journey today. So, admin notes. Obviously, a bunch of them. If you've paid attention to social media and the posts on the channel, you know that I was in a car accident. Um, and pro tip, if you're ever in a car accident involving a head-on collision, let go of the steering wheel before before the crash happens. I dislocated both of my wrists. I fractured the both scaphoid bones in my hands, and have been recovering for that for the past 7 weeks or so, I think. First of all, to all of you who have given their support and their well wishes, I can't thank you enough. This the community that we have here is always been very good, um, and all of you have shown that again throughout this um, time while I've been gone. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you. Probably don't thank you. Have all been very welcome, and um, it's made me want to get back here as quickly as I could. Um, on that note, the doctors have said that I'm cleared to come back to work. I am not done yet. I still have um, two healing fractures in my hands, but they're healed enough that the braces have come off, and the doctors have said that I'm able to resume playing games again. So, um, as I was prepping for the stream, played 4 hours or so. There is some twinginess in my hands, so I'm going to keep an eye on it as we go here. And if it just turns into unbearable pain or I feel like I'm pushing things too much, then I'll let y'all know. But I don't expect that. I expect that I'm going to be okay today. But like I say, we'll just keep an eye on it as we go. Um, and yeah, thanks, Ostomer. Like I say, if there throughout the day today issues with the stream or anything, please let me know. Like I say, I'm incredibly rusty here. So back on the admin notes, I'm back on the regular schedule now, which means this live stream here at 10 a.m. on Saturdays will continue. We're not that far away from the ending of this. We probably have another 4 live streams or so, if I had to guess, before we get to the end of this. Um, and then Sunday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is GMT minus 6 right now. The Celasta Crown of the Magister gameplay series will continue as well. Have some plans coming up for that one as well, and we'll be delving more into that as we continue on through it. But hopefully everything is going to continue on well here, and we're back on schedule, and I'll be able to spend some time with you. So again, thank you all very much. So I think that's it on our admin notes. So on our recap, at the end of last live stream, which was 8 weeks ago, I think, we had just finished up the In God's Hands quest line. And that was a set of quests where we were healing Skalitz refugees. And we also, as part of that, were able to recruit Hans and Fritz into Privislavitz as well. So we are going to jump back in at that same location at the monastery, because at the end of that episode, we noticed that a new DLC had become available. It's not a new DLC, it's just it goes inactive for a while, and then it comes back up after you complete In God's Hands. And we're going to jump into that today, but we want to take care of two intermingled side quests here in the monastery before we jump into that DLC. So let's go ahead and jump back in here, and we'll take quick stock of where we are. Okay, so here we are back in the monastery, and as I mentioned, we have a new icon here for a new DLC quest. That's the same icon we had seen previously or this is a different icon, actually, I take that back. But it's a continuation of the Woman's Lot DLC. The first portion of that was an entirely new set of quests that took place in the past, and we walked through it as Teresa. This one is going to be through Johanka's viewpoint, but we're not trading places with her or anything like that. We are doing quests that involve her, but we are still going to be in the present time controlling ourselves. And that becomes available after In God's Hands is done. Now, if you talk to Johanka now, you can also open up this quest that we're about to do. But we want to approach this quest in a way that makes a little bit more sense. And to do that, we're going to head up to Talmberg. Okay, so we're going to go in here and we're going to try and find Sir Divish. He can be in a couple of different locations depending upon the time of day. So see if he's up here. Okay, so he's probably out on the walls. Okay, he's not. He is wandering around here somewhere. He shouldn't be down here, but... Whoops, there. Okay, He's gone missing.
Hey.
Let's wait an hour here. See if he pops back up. Sometimes you'll find him in here praying. Yep, there he is.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
God save, my lord. I hope things are peaceful in your fiefdom.
Peace? Peace is rare in these times. But right now I'm more troubled by politics than warfare.
What's wrong?
The monastery stalled the purchase of stone and everything connected to the building project. And now I find out it's because of the quality of the stone blocks, or so they say. I don't believe a word of it. It looks like profiteering to me.
What do they say is wrong with the stone?
Supposedly there was an accident when one of the stone blocks broke loose, fell, and killed someone. But the quarrymaster swears by all the saints it isn't possible. He says he sends only the best stone, and I believe him. He's reliable and an experienced quarryman.
Profiteering? What's the monastery trying to accomplish?
To lower the price. What else? We've already given them a fair price, and they still delay with payment. Or worse.
Worse? You mean they'll stop paying completely?
You could put it that way. They're looking for an excuse to back out of the contract, and find another quarry where they'll be able to secure a more favorable deal.
And is anyone dealing with the problem?
Well, my chamberlain is in charge of it, as always. But all he's done is send them a letter. He says putting more pressure on the monastery could provoke them. Those are his words.
So there's nothing else that can be done?
I don't know. I've been thinking about taking a more direct approach. But I expect the chamberlain won't even hear of it. He'll just keep on sending them polite letters and hoping that does the trick.
I could help with this.
Do you think this is a job for you? You aren't even in my service.
I do serve Sir Radzig. He knows he can rely on me when he needs me, and I've never let him down.
This is true. So do you want to go to Sasau and ask about the stone?
Yes, I'll do it.
Good. I'd like you to ask about the stone and keep your ears open. See if they aren't talking about another quarry.
I'll do my best. Hopefully they'll talk to me.
They will. You ride in my name, so don't forget to remind them of it. Take care.
And that's going to start the House of God quest. Now this is the way to start the quest that explains more of the backstory. If you go and talk to Johanka, you're going to start the quest and you're going to learn more about the accident, but not as much about this side of the story. So I wanted to start here. We're going to learn more about the accident completely on our own here as we go through this.
Yeah.
But before we leave here, this is about stones that were sent from the quarry here in Talmberg. So let's head over to the quarry real quick and see if there's any more information we can gather over here. And you're looking for somebody in particular here, and I don't see him. He might be over here. I don't think it's late enough that he would be asleep. It's not. He might be walking on the road. Because of the time. It is getting near the end of the day. Yeah, because I know what he looks like. His name's Rupert, and he's wearing red. But they normally all gather up here. Let's wait an hour and see if he pops up. I think we just might have gotten unlucky with the time here, and because it's dinner time and all that sort of stuff, they're probably roaming all over. So
Yeah.
let's go see if we can find him back at the tavern, maybe. That's not him. That's not him. That's not where I need to go. I need to go up here. Because if we don't find him, we'll just sleep through the night. And he'll be back there in the morning. Either one of these or him. Yeah, let's just sleep through the night. And we'll resume this in the morning. Just got unlucky with the times there. Alright. Head back over there and see if we can find him. We will eat some food on the way out of here. Thank you for always closing the door in my face. I appreciate that. Oh. Got pushed out of the way. Alright. Me indoors. Not having a good time today. Because in the morning, they have their meal out here around their sleeping area. And then they immediately go to work over here. Their sleeping area is on the left, the quarry's on the right, so... And the blacksmith who's right in front of me, their hours are a lot longer. There's Rupert right there.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Sir Divish mentioned you've been having one or two problems.
Well, he's not wrong. Thanks to these rumours going around, my stone blocks are just sitting here. Or lying.
What happened with the stone?
A beast broke off one and fell on someone, and they blame it on the quality of the stone. Ha! I bet they were too drunk to see straight.
And isn't it possible that...
It's not. I sent them the best stone. It will be a sin to cut corners to try and make money from the house of God.
I'm sorry you have so many worries. I hope it all ends well.
It'll end, one way or the other. It reeks of profiteering and politics. See you later.
So we get some more information there from Rupert that the accident involved the stone falling on someone. So now we're going to head back to the monastery. And we're going to delve into this a little deeper. Alright, and first of all, let's clear this marker. And the first person that we want to talk to, this is the overseer. Yes. Brother Porter is one of the harder NPCs to find in this game.
What the?
He tends to wander around a lot, and he seems to always go out that door right when you come in this one. Sometimes he can be found here. He's not. There, that might be him. That's him.
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass.
I've been sent here from Talmberg. I'm to speak with the one responsible for construction.
That'd be the master builder. Or with our brother, the overseer. What matter is it you're here about?
It has to do with the stone for construction.
Ah, then that's a matter of supply. You'll want to talk to the overseer. He knows more about that sort of thing. His study's right above us, more or less. Go up the steps to the left and then head back in this direction, almost the whole way.
Okay, now you want to talk to the overseer. Now, we just saw the overseer. His directions are entirely wrong. You go up here, and he's normally sitting in this room somewhere.
Good day to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Divish. I'd like to have a look around the spot where the accident happened.
And why is Sir Divish interested in that regrettable accident?
He'd like to know what role the masonry had in it, or at least its quality.
I guess it played a crucial role. But I don't intend to stand in the way of your investigation. I've already made sure the poor man was well taken care of, and that's enough for me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Who's in charge of purchasing materials for the construction?
Mainly it's me. I pay the fees and make arrangements for delivery, but those in charge of the actual building take care of the rest. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the quality of stone. They had the red stone delivered from a long way off.
They take care of storage as well.
Yes, but usually whatever arrives is used up straight away. The construction is in full progress.
Do you remember when they brought the last delivery of stone?
Yes, it rained a lot that week, so they let the carriage sit right outside of the gate on the other side of the wall. It took some time before it was dry enough for further transport.
And there wasn't anything strange about it?
A little strange, I suppose. Usually they bring us a large block of stone, which the builders cut to size. But this time it was a number of smaller pieces. No one complained. They probably saw it as less work.
I heard that you were late with your payment to the Talmberg quarry.
That's true. We ourselves had late payments, and it took some time before we gathered enough money to pay. But that's happened in the past. God be with you.
Okay, so we learned a little bit about the delivery and how it was a little suspicious and that it was different than what they're normally used to getting. But now we need to speak to the builder. And the builder here is Master Carroll.
God be with you.
The Overseer sent me. You're to show me the place where the accident happened.
Like I've got time to spare to show you round. He should have done it himself. Why do you want to know, anyway?
Because of the Talmberg stone. If they really are delivering poor quality material, then there should be consequences.
I'd be interested in what kind. But I'm guessing the Overseer likes the idea of cheaper stone, right?
And have you noticed anything else going on?
Of course. It's a construction site. Things are always going wrong. The men are always complaining, and the work isn't being done fast enough.
So it's just like any other building work?
Essentially, yes. Occasionally someone brings in bad wood, or a man cuts off his thumb and blames it on a bad omen, and then there's all these rumors going round.
I'd be interested to know what the men talk about.
Who's been stealing, which men from the monastery go to visit women, how the work's going, normal things. It's only the talk about the curse that's not in the normal run of things. And then there's that devil's skull they dug up.
Who's stealing? Could someone be stealing the stone?
According to the rumors, everyone, from the abbot and the custodian down to the lowest laborer. It's like with whores and dice. There's no protection against slander. And something gets lost here and there, that's true. But nobody stole any stone. There wouldn't be any left if every man here started helping himself, would there?
You talked about the devil's skull.
I did. They say it was found in the hole dug for the foundation of the scaffolding. They moved it so it would do its harm elsewhere. But I wasn't there to see it, so I don't know.
And who might know more?
Shouldn't you be investigating the stone? Leszek's in charge of the scaffolding, so ask him if you really have to know. He might tell you something.
Where's the scene of the accident?
It didn't happen on the main site. It was at the outbuilding next to the church, right under the long stairs before the entrance door. Ask my assistant who's in charge there. You'll easily recognize him. He dresses up like he owns the place. Farewell.
Okay, so he says that we need to talk to his assistant, and his assistant here is Zmola.
Can you tell me something about the poor wretch with the broken head?
Yadek, he was a decent person. You could rely on him. He was honest, went to church. Why do you want to know?
Did he have any enemies? Somebody who would want to...
Kill him? You think someone threw that stone block on his head? If you're looking for the culprit, then have a look at the stone.
Who's in charge of the place where the accident happened?
Me. I watch over everything here, and when necessary, I go to see my master. He is kept busy enough with the construction of the church.
And are you responsible for checking the stone?
Yes. We tested what load they could handle and how much they crumbled during dressing. But some of them must have been more weathered than we thought.
Where were you when it happened?
I'm not even sure. Somewhere else. I ran over when I heard the screaming, and they were already taking him away.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
No, I didn't. These things happen with great building works. It wasn't the first time, and God forgive me for saying it, but it won't be the last.
Okay, so now we need to ask Leszek about the skull and look around for clues. So let's go find Leszek. Leszek is in charge of building the scaffolds. So you'll see him normally working on the logs for the scaffolds, not on the stones. And there's Leszek right there.
God be with you.
I heard you found something.
It's true. I dug it up during work. I then ran away with it and got rid of it so the others wouldn't see. But rumors spread anyway.
And what was it that nobody was supposed to see?
What do you think? A demon skull.
Here. On holy ground, in the middle of the monastery.
But it was outside the monastery walls.
Where exactly? Is there anything else there worth seeing?
Nothing but scaffolding. We started digging there to set foundations for extending it.
And are you sure it was a devil's skull?
I know what I saw. I can recognize a human skull. And this one had horns. Like the devil, besides. The thing gave off a diabolical stink.
And where is it now? What did you do with it?
I was taking it down to the river to throw it in. Only I dropped it at the top of the slope and it rolled downhill. The devil alone knows where it ended up.
I'll see if I can find it.
Take care now.
Okay, and while we're here, we're gonna look around for clues. And you do that over here at the site of the accident. Okay. Before we go in here, though, there's a side quest that is intermingled with this. And as you can see, there are guards in here. Okay. We have full access to this site right now because of the overseer giving us access to this area for our investigation. If you don't have this quest active, then those guards will arrest you if you go in there, if you get caught. So this gives us a perfect opportunity to do something else here with Guard Urban.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians, the most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
You don't seem to think very much of him.
But of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
What does the custodian do anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau, in such a holy place, filled with knowledge?
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books, they don't want to talk to you, and when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You do that for me?
Of course.
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
That's going to start the Saintly Remains quest.
Take care now.
Hey, Gym Life, welcome. Thank you for being here, and yeah, very, very good to see you too. Thanks for all of the well wishes. I certainly appreciate it. As I get back into things here, I'm incredibly rusty, but I'm glad to see all of you again. So, the cave that we were talking about there is over here.
Just as I thought. There aren't any remains here. Looks ordinary. A bit too ordinary.
Okay, now here the quest takes a turn. You can get better remains. Basically, they are fake. Kind of what we dealt with the charlatan in Sasau when we collected Procopius's finger and relics and all those sort of things. You can get more impressive things if you want. It doesn't have any effect on it. That option is really there because it's hard to get in here with the guards. And being able to get better remains becomes an option the first time you get caught when you're coming in here and kicked out. So we don't need to, since we have full access to this place. So we're going to give him the actual relic from here, instead of going to find quote-unquote better relics. So we'll just run this back over there real quick.
I've got a bowl for you from the cave of St. Procopius.
A bowl? I was expecting something a little different.
Behold.
Ah. Is it really from St. Procopius?
Yes. From his cave. A truly astonishing place. This surely has miraculous powers.
You're right. My God, you're right. Such holiness. I'm in your debt, Henry. How can I repay you?
Well, groschen never hurt.
You've surely earned them. Here, and Henry.
Yes?
I just wanted to touch it for luck. If you took something you shouldn't have, I expect you'll put it back. Good luck then.
And that last line is actually very important, because if you don't put the bowl back, the next time you encounter him, he'll start a fist fight with you, and you can end up going to jail over it. So you definitely want to go put it back. And since we have full access to this area now, it's a real simple task to go put it back. So let's go do that real quick. But that does officially complete the Saintly Remains quest. It's just whether or not you put it back and how that impacts future events. But there you go. Now it's all back. So let's continue looking for clues. And to do that, we know that a stone fell on top of somebody. So let's go look where it might have fallen from. Can you see a piece of stone missing here? And the inspect tab is up.
There's even more of the bad stone up here. I hope the rest of it won't be falling on people's heads too.
So if you look right down, directly below this is where the stone came off. So we kind of want to go now look at that area. So right down where we were, you can see blood splatters on the ground.
The stone fell on him here. You can still see the marks.
And last but not least, the bloody piece of stone itself.
This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it.
Okay, so that's going to search for all the clues, and now let's go back and track down this devil's skull that some people think was a curse on this place. And to do that, we're going to have to leave the monastery. He said it was outside the walls. And here's the door that leads you outside. And you'll find a path here. So follow the path down and around. And it's going to switch back and forth a couple of times as it leads you down to the river. Okay, and here's where he was going to drop it in the water. He said it rolled down the hill. And there it is.
It looks genuine, but I'm not capable of judging.
Okay, so now I need to take the skull to the local knacker. Occasionally you're going to find these. This is actually a really cool thing put in the game. This actually is a thing. You're going to find wicker baskets. Now, wicker baskets obviously are not watertight, but they do keep things out. So it's got a stone on top to keep it from floating away, because wicker does float, and it keeps the lid on it. If you open it up, there's moonshine in it. This was actually a thing back in the day, because the water in the rivers and creeks was cold. So to keep things refrigerated, you would put them in wicker baskets and put stones on the top, and this was your refrigerator, basically. It's pretty cool. You're going to see that in a couple other locations throughout the game as well when you come across rivers. It's a really interesting little piece of history, but also a detail that got added in. So now we're going to head back up here to the door and head back into the monastery, because we need to make our way out to the knacker.
Yeah.
And the knacker's down here in Sasau. And of course he's going to live down here by the church where the graveyard is. And there he is. Come on out here.
Are you looking for someone? God save you.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local gravedigger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackery.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Okay, so...
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full. I'll see you later.
So that conversation was left over from a previous quest. So here, from the fighting the Fight Club quest here in Sasau.
I found this skull. People are saying it's the skull of a demon, but I don't know.
It certainly looks like it, with the horns and all. Well, let's see. Those are deer antlers that someone's fixed to this human skull. It's not a devil, just a bit of devilry.
I'm glad to hear it's not the real thing. Someone must have put it there deliberately, knowing that's where they were due to dig.
And they put a lot of work into it too. The horns are held on tight, even though it was lying in water. Whoever did this was skilled bugger, and no mistake. God be with you.
Okay, so now we found out that the skull was a fake and it was planted there. Okay, so we're gonna have to ask the scaffolder or Zamola about the skull. But we can also find out the origin of the faulty stone. And for that, we need to head back up to the quarry at Talmberg. Okay, so let's head back out here and we'll follow the road out to the quarry.
Yeah.
And we'll go talk to Rupert again. See if he can glean anything off of that, the pieces of that bloody stone that we picked up. I think I see him.
God bless. Can I help you?
What do you know about these rumours?
There was an accident in the monastery, and there are rumours going around that it was because of bad quality stone.
And isn't it possible one bad one might have slipped in there somehow?
No, it's slander. Maybe they start thinking this quarry's too expensive, and they found themselves a new one. Whatever's behind it, I want to know about it.
Did you send the last delivery of stone in smaller pieces?
No, why would we do that? We always deliver it in big blocks. It's easier for us.
Oh, that's odd. They told me they were glad you got them smaller pieces, so they had less work to dress it.
But that's not possible.
It seems the stone you sent never arrived, and they got this instead.
Unthinkable. I delivered the last shipment myself because I wanted to exchange a few words with them, and nothing happened along the way.
Then someone must have replaced them on site.
But what would the builders have out of it? To replace it, and then say we sent it?
I don't think the builders know what happened. Most likely it's someone else who has their fingers in this.
A thief?
Here's the cursed stone that caused so much damage.
It's old and weathered. But this isn't my stone.
What?
Well, this stone isn't from my quarry. See the grain? That's not from the weathering. The stone is from somewhere else. God be with you.
Okay, so now we learned that that wasn't even the stone that this quarry sent. Somehow that stone disappeared, and a lower quality stone got replaced with it. So let's head back to the monastery.
I feel quite hungry.
It's getting late, so we'll see if, and I'm gonna drop a save here.
God save you.
Has anything else unusual happened?
I can think of a couple of things. When we were extending the scaffolding, they dug up a human skull by the wall, with horns. The scaffolder Leszek got rid of it straight away, but there are still rumors going around about it. And about the building being cursed.
A skull with horns? How did it get there?
I don't know. I didn't see it with my own eyes, but there were enough witnesses. You can ask Leszek. He'll tell you more.
What about the second thing?
One of our workers ran away.
And that's unusual?
Somewhat. Usually, if someone runs away, they take things with them. But he left everything here, absolutely everything, and disappeared like steam over a cooking pot. He didn't tell a soul what he was up to.
I looked around, and the stone that fell on that man is different from the rest.
Yes, it's very poor. But we have to work with what we've got. We didn't have anything else, and we couldn't wait for more.
That's not what I meant. It's not the same kind of stone that came from Talmberg. Someone must have switched it.
But why would anyone do that?
Well, maybe he was stealing new stone and replacing it with old stuff. Or to sabotage the construction, I don't know.
But the carriage never moved. It rained a lot and we couldn't get any work done, or we'd have been up to our ankles in mud.
So someone had to take it out without being seen?
That huge piece of rock. It would take a few strong men to shift something that size. I know you're trying to help, but someone would have noticed. It couldn't be done without anyone seeing it.
The skull is a fake. Someone fixed horns on a human skull.
But where would they get a human skull? And why would they do it?
Maybe to frighten the workers? Raise the price?
But that wouldn't help anyone. It had to be some idiot's idea of a prank. An idiot who was nearly responsible for getting a man killed. See you later.
Okay, so we need to ask the scaffolder, Leszek, or Zamola about the skull and how it got there. But before we do that, there's Zamola right there. Before we do that, let's go talk to the Overseer real quick. Kind of give him an update.
God be with you.
I went to take a look at the site of the accident, and the last stone is different from the rest.
And isn't that because it's bad? I don't know much about masonry, but that would be my guess.
No, I don't think it's just that. It looks different from all the other stone they've used in the construction.
So you're saying someone replaced the block in the carriage and no one noticed? That carriage sat right by the gate, and the gate's guarded. To change it right under our noses would be quite a feat.
This is the block that fell on him.
And what am I supposed to see? I don't know anything about stone.
This stone isn't from Talmberg. Someone must have switched it.
Someone from here? We have guards, and a wagon full of stone isn't something you can haul around single-handed.
I'm telling you, it's not from the Tallenberg quarry. I'll find out who's behind it. I found the head they dug up near the scaffolding.
And what about it?
Someone put it there on purpose. And the horns are fake. They were stuck on. It's definitely nothing to do with the devil.
So someone really is plotting against us. But what does he hope to gain from it?
I don't know, but I'll try to find out.
God be with you.
Okay, so now the last thing here is to go talk to Zamola. Now, you want to be careful about how you do this, because this quest can play out a couple of different ways. So, let's go over here and talk to Zamola.
You know the head they found near the scaffolding?
What about it?
Someone put it there on purpose. After they stuck horns on it to make it look sinister.
What a ridiculous thing to do. Who's responsible? And where did he find the skull?
I don't know, but I'll try to find out. Have you seen Leszek, the scaffolder?
I saw him. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about the head he dug up.
Really? That's interesting.
Why?
He asked me to meet him on the scaffolding tonight, so he can tell me something important. Said he wanted to confess something.
So he did have something to do with the skull. I knew it.
Maybe. But I'd wager someone made him do it. He doesn't seem the type to come up with something like that on his own. I'm planning to go and meet him. Will you come with me?
It will be safer with the two of us. I'll go.
Very well. We'll meet at night. If I'm not down at the bottom, then look for me at the top.
All right.
Okay, and now Zamola wants you to meet him at night at the scaffolding. And that takes place sometime after 10 o'clock. We are instead going to go play this out a different way. We've gotten a bunch of clues here about Zamola, how he dresses like he owns the place, and he's the only one that knows what's happening with the missing people, and things like that, to kind of make me suspicious of going to meet him at night at a scaffold where somebody previously got hit with a stone. You can if you want. That's how the game expects you to play it out. However, when you do that, Leszek is going to die. There's nothing you can do to save him when that happens. So I am instead going to go talk to Leszek. Okay. And I need to get up there where the miller just went. Let's wait for him to leave. Okay. Go up here. There's nothing really in that chest, but if you want to unlock it, you can. And here's Leszek.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I've been looking for you. But what are you doing here?
I came here to arrange some wood for the scaffolding, and...
I had the skull examined, and the horns have been stuck on. Why did you put it there?
I didn't.
Then who did? Someone had to know where you'd be digging, so they could make sure you found it there.
It was young Zmora who told me to put it there. He brought it to me hole and told me to dig it up in front of as many people as possible.
And why would he do that?
How would I know? You'll have to ask him.
Did he have something to do with the bad stone as well?
I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised.
What am I to do with you now?
Why? All I did was dig up the skull and then throw it away.
But you helped Zmola.
And if you helped him with that, I bet there were other things you helped him with too.
Bollocks! I didn't do anything else.
Okay, so there are two ways to play this out here. If you take him to the Overseer, then you are probably not going to get a chance to talk to Zamola and find out more about this, because the Overseer will order his guards to arrest Zamola, and he will not go quietly, and they will kill him. Now, you can let him go. That's going to lead you to being able to go and confront Zamola about this. But again, Zamola is going to become angry and he's going to attack you. And he's going to do that inside Carol's hut. And that can lead to some situations where you accidentally hit the wrong person while you're in the fight. And if you do, you're going to anger the entire place. So both of these come with some pros and cons. I'm going to let him go, and I'm going to go back and confront Zamola, and I'm going to save before I do it.
Fine. Go then.
Thank you. You won't see me again. Goodbye.
Okay, so let's head back. Where did my horse go? Oh. Yeah, he's inside this gate. That was probably just as fast if I run him back. I want to make sure that I have my shield and my sword equipped. I do. Let me go eat from this pot real quick. And they're all getting ready to leave. So I'm going to drop a save before I go in there. Because like I say, you don't want any friendly fire here, because friendly fire ain't. There's the Overseer. Where's Zamola at? He's supposed to be here. Hey, Philip, good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Your apprentice is behind it all, Master Builder.
What?
Leszek told me the skull was Zmola's idea, and he was responsible for the bad stone, too, and even worse things.
Good God. Why would the lad do that? I always took good care of him, and... Jesus Christ.
Take care.
Okay, he's supposed to be here. The quest icon is there. It might be a time of day thing. Then yeah, Philip, it's good to see you again. So, no worries about catching the streams. I appreciate you seeing you here and again. I appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. I don't know where Zamola has gone. Oh, there he is.
Oh, why are you waking me?
Okay, so he was already asleep. So that's why. So let's head out here and we'll go sleep through the night. Come back when he wakes up. Oh, thanks, Philip. I appreciate that. I enjoy spending these times with y'all as well. Like I said during the admin notes today, my community has always been great, and I appreciate that. Alright, so let's head back up. Grab some food.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks, Solo. I appreciate that. I really do. Y'all make me feel a little bit self-conscious about it. but again, thank you very much for the compliment. I certainly do appreciate it. I wouldn't keep doing it if I didn't enjoy it, and y'all are a big part of why I continue to enjoy it, so... Alright, so he's still asleep as I expected. It's a little early, so let's wait an hour or so and see and get him to wake up, and then we'll confront him and see what he has to say. There he is. Okay, so now, like I say, you might want to drop a save here.
Leszek told me everything. He said you were behind it all.
Leszek said that. He's a damn liar.
Save your breath. I know it was you.
So what now?
So you admit it?
We'll see. So, what do you propose to do about it?
I'll haul you off and let the monastery deal with you.
You think you can take me on your own? I'd like to see you try.
And like I say, you might want to back up here. This fight is not going to be very hard because he's unarmored.
Christ!
And you should have known from the very beginning that he was going to be a problem because he was the only one around here carrying a sword. He's going to die on his own. I normally don't mercy kill him because sometimes that mercy kill can get you in trouble with the guards here. But he's got a couple of books here and some other stuff, so... Normally loot him. And now we can do some cleanup stuff here. So I've already talked to Master Carol.
Good luck then.
God be with you.
It was young Zmolla.
What?
Zmolla's the one responsible for all the thefts and death. He tried to kill me and Leszek and God knows who else.
Sweet Jesus. Where is he now?
Dead. I killed him in self-defense.
So is that the end of it, do you think?
It looks that way. I don't know if he had any cronies, but if he did, they'll be lying low from now on.
I'm glad to hear that. After all the horrible things that have happened, we'll have to reconsecrate part of the monastery. God be with you.
Okay, so we've cleared up everybody here at the monastery, but we do need to go back to Talmberg and let Sir Divish know about what's happened. Okay, so again, we'll play the Where in the World is Sir Divish game.
Oh.
There he is.
I've got good news, sir. The source of the problem was inside the monastery. There was nothing more to it.
And the construction?
We'll continue. The master builder's helper was to blame for everything. With him out of the way, the work will run smoothly again.
That's good. You've accomplished your task admirably, Henry, and I should reward you for it.
Thank you, Sir Divish.
Goodbye.
Okay, now you should get a reward there. This quest is actually bugged. It's been bugged for a long time. You're supposed to get something like 2,000 groschen there, I think, or something like that. But the quest has been bugged, and the reward doesn't get given out. The quest completes, but it does not give you any reward. Okay, so unfortunate, but is what it is. Okay, so now we're going to head back to the monastery, and we are going to embark on Johanka's portion of the A Woman's Lot DLC. And this is actually quite a long section. I think there's 7 or 8 different parts to it. And they all build on each other for the quote-unquote best outcome here to go along with it. So you kind of have to play your cards right as you go through it all to be able to get that ending. Now, because of our actions during In God's Hands, we got her, so she's no longer sleeping in the stables. She has a room for herself. So you're always going to find her here. During the day, you may find her caring for some of the sick people over there. But this is where we're going to find her. So let's go ahead and start this off.
How are you getting on?
Oh, better. A little, at least. There's less wounded than there was. Some got better. But there are more and more people in need of treatment. Someone gets kicked by a horse, someone eats something bad, another can't sleep or has the ague. Everyone's got a problem, and it feels like I'm the only one in the whole world who's able to help them. And Matthias, he worries me most of all. Brother Nicodemus helped me to move him here after what happened in Merhoyed. But he's still lying in a fever, and nothing seems to help.
I'm sorry to hear it. To be honest, you look all done in.
I know. I'm constantly on my feet, and when I get a chance to rest for a while, I don't sleep well. I keep having peculiar dreams, and waking up. I get up in the morning, feeling like I haven't slept at all.
Okay, and here is where the DLC will start. You can see the icon. And this is going to start the Madonna of Sasau questline.
What do you mean? Peculiar dreams?
The same one, over and over. In it, the Virgin Mary appears to me.
The Blessed Virgin? Really?
Really. She looks just like in the painting over the altar in Sasau Church. I always dream that I'm back in Scarlet's again. Like before. Before everything.
I understand.
I'm standing at the foot of the hill, with the castle behind me, by the walkway leading to the ore-washing tanks, near the woods. Uncle used to work there. I'm bringing him some food, going towards the pond. Then everything suddenly goes dark. I carry on uphill, along the stone channel up to the mouth of a huge cave. I go inside and the darkness surrounds me. But I keep going, and then I see sitting there in the dark.
Who? Who do you see?
The devil. He scowls at me with these horrible eyes. Then everything becomes engulfed in flames, and I try to flee from them. I run through the cave, but I can't find the way out. I can hear the devil behind me laughing horribly. When I can run no longer, I stop, and the flames catch up with me, and then I die. Then I wake up, still feeling the heat of the flames, and I can't get back to sleep again. All I can do is kneel by my bed and pray until morning.
You said something about the Virgin Mary?
Yes, she's always there with me until it goes dark. She goes to the cave with me, but she doesn't go inside.
And you have that same dream every night?
Night after night. It started some time ago and it never ends.
Have you told anyone about it?
No. No one at all, except for you. I was afraid people would think I was losing my mind.
Right. Well, it does sound a bit, mad.
I know. Sometimes I think so myself. But then, when the dream keeps coming back, I think it must mean something.
You're right. That's no ordinary dream you're talking about.
Exactly. I'm glad you don't think I'm mad. I was thinking, that maybe I should go there, but the truth is, I'm afraid. And anyway, I can't leave here. So, I was wondering, since you're here, whether you wouldn't go there and have a look around for me. You're able to take care of yourself. After all, you've been in battle.
All right. If it means you'll be able to sleep peacefully again, I'll go there, but what exactly do you want me to do there?
I don't know. Just go there and see if there's anything weird there, and then come and tell me.
Of course. Take care of yourself, and I hope things get better. With you and Matthias and everything.
Thanks, Henry.
Okay, and that's going to start the Infernal Dream quest. The first in, like I say, 6 or 7 or 8 quests that go along with this portion of the DLC. So, the Madonna of Sasau is the main overarching quest here that's going to have all these subquests in it. So, here, somewhere up here next to Skalitz, we need to find this cave that she's been dreaming about. So let's head up to Skalitz. Okay, and I'm going to really head back this way and head around towards the west.
Yeah.
Castle behind me, the footbridge to the pools. This looks like the place Johanka described. What was it she said? I should go to the waterworks.
Okay, so she wants us to go to the waterworks. The waterworks are up there. So we're going to make our way up here, but we're going to run into an issue here. I want to make sure that I have my shield and everything equipped.
This is where they wash the ore. According to what Johanka said, I should go uphill somewhere here.
That's because sometimes you'll run into a couple of bandits up here. And I don't necessarily want to be on horseback when I do. Okay, so I don't think we're going to run into him this time.
The pond in the middle. Johanka mentioned some stony watercourse. There was a stream here that supplied those ponds. It must be nearby.
Okay.
A stony channel. Let's see where that leads.
Okay, this is ultimately leading us to this cave right here.
Ah, there's an entrance up there. Could that be it? Well, this is it. I thought it was supposed to be a big cave. Oh, maybe it's bigger on the inside.
I'm going to activate my torch here. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream. Yes, it is the Infernal Dream Quest. So we are making our way through it now. So we found the cave. So now we need to explore the mine shaft here.
Oh, Jesus, something stinks here. Oh, fuck.
Okay, so this is surprising.
Jesus Christ. He was only a boy. How in Christ's name did they get here? A shaft leading to the surface. Maybe someone threw those people down here. Oh, a Skalitz Waffenrock. Maybe Sir Radzig sent someone here to check on things. That didn't turn out too well. He looks like he was well healed, judging from what's left of him. Maybe a merchant who took a shortcut this way to avoid paying customs? Poor wretch. What did he do to deserve such a fate? Looks like a human, judging by the kaftan. Poetic justice.
Okay, so now we need to go inspect the top of this shaft. Because, yeah, somebody's been dropping bodies down here. Okay, now I'm going to turn my torch off, and remember, when you activate your torch, that removes your shield if you had one on. So, I'm going to also yeah, if you had right, that's right, Jacob. If you're doing things in a different order, then yeah, you'll actually have a quest marker here, as opposed to having to follow her memories to get here. So let's go ahead and take our Warhorse set. Nope. Okay, and let's make sure that we have our shield. Okay, so it is equipped. Jacob, it's things are progressing. They're coming along. As I mentioned in the admin notes, there's still a little bit of pain, and the more I play, the kind of more aware of it I am, so to speak. But the doctors have cleared me, so it's something I definitely want to get back to. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. I still have healing fractures in the scaphoid bones in both of my hands, but you know, everything's progressing as it should, so that's all I can hope for at this point. But thank you for asking. I very much appreciate it. Now you can see the top of this shaft, and you can inspect it.
Blood. A lot of it. And it's been here quite a while. Something's very fishy here. It looks like the blood leads to that hut.
Okay, you can see the blood here. And there's somebody sitting over there. And this is why you want to have your combat gear equipped.
That's odd. It looks like someone is living here. This is very fishy. What in the name of God are you doing here?
I hid here when Scarlet's was raided, and now I'm keeping guard until his lordship returns.
Oh, you belong to the Skalitz garrison?
Yeah. Are you blind or deaf? You thought there was no one here and you could come and loot the place, did you? Well, you thought wrong, you thieving magpie. And you'll answer to cold steel.
Wait, just a minute. I'm from Skalitz, and I know all the guards. I never saw you there.
Then you can't be from Skalitz, or I'd remember your face.
Oh? Tell me then, what's the name of the miller's daughter?
Yitka.
It's Teresa, you lying bastard.
Alright, you got me. I just wanted to hide out here. I figured no one would look for me after what happened. So who sent you here? Yolen of Rocket Sam? On account of me killing his son?
Enough. I'm taking you to Sir Radzig to answer for your crimes.
Ha! Come and get me then. I'll put you underground like the others.
So now we found out who was putting them down there, and now we've got a fight on our hands. Well, wasn't much of a fight. I didn't expect Headcracker proc him on the first hit. But okay. So he's going to have a couple of unique things. The Devil's Scowl and the Old Family Heirloom. Okay. Now, and I can unequip all of this. And let's go put our stuff back on. And then we'll look at what we picked up here. Okay. I think that's it. So, what we picked up. We picked up the Devil's Scowl. Now, the Devil's Scowl is actually not bad. It's got a decent defense rating. The Boreback Shield from Privoslavitz is obviously going to be better. But it does have a decent durability rating. The Charisma's a little low, but you don't normally get Charisma from shields anyway. The Boreback Shield for us is obviously better in every way. But if you've gotten to this point and you didn't go through that particular, you didn't get the Armor Smith at Privoslavitz, the Devil's Scowl is not a bad shield to use. It also has a really low minimum strength, so it also does look pretty cool. It's got a devil's face on the front of it. And then the Old Family Heirloom is a short sword. Now, the stab and slash damage actually aren't bad. The charisma's pretty good, and the defense is really good. The stinger that we're using obviously has a lot better stab damage, but the defense is lower here, and the charisma at 17. The durability is pretty good for it as well. So it's not a bad short sword to have, but it is also unique in the game. You're not going to find it anywhere else. So you can loot him here. But one thing that you definitely want to do is you want to grab his body. And we're going to take his body down here. To the same location where he was dumping all of the bodies. And we're going to dump his body in here. Now, you want to be careful how you do this because you get one chance at it sometimes. You want to do it from over here on this side. And you want to be kind of careful when you get here. You don't want to do it over there. His body can fall down in between the logs and you might not be able to reach it again. You need to make sure his body drops down in here. Okay, so do it from over here at this side. As soon as you drop the body in there, you're going to proc an achievement. The Infernal Justice achievement. And that's kind of a, you know, repaying him the same way he repaid his innocent victims type of achievement. Okay, so don't forget about that when you've completed this. Now up here there are a couple other things that we can take a look at. So there is a Scarlet Shield here.
A
you can
shield
pick up.
of Saradzic garrison. Strange.
Okay, you can pick up some various things in here, and then inside here's a chest. We picked up his key. So there are the cumin ears that he harvested when he killed that cumin. But there's also some other stuff in here. There's a cumin captain's helmet. There's 284 groschen. All of the gear that he looted off of these people is also in here.
God have mercy, this is a small fortune. Fine clothing, armor and weapons. Serious loot. And a Cuman faceplate helmet. Interesting. It seems this all belonged to those poor wretches down below.
Okay, and there are some additional lockpicks that you can pick up. Some various stuff that you can loot in here if you want an additional torch. And that sort of thing. But nothing else that I really want. You don't have to loot any of this if you don't want to. But I am going to send a bunch of this to my horse. The Dark Plate Armor Jacket is one of the best armor pieces for conspicuousness and noise to have. So if you're going for the stealth armored version, not the stealth clothing version like I am, it's a good one to have. Okay, just going through and moving all of this loot somewhere else, so I don't have to carry it on me. Okay. Okay, now we need to report back to Johanka at the monastery. We'll probably sleep through the night. Because the next quest we're gonna want to do in the morning anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's head up here and we'll do a couple of things. First, we're just going to sit first. We do have a couple of books we can read. These aren't skill books. They're just books to help increase our reading skill, and then we'll end up selling them. Okay. So let's get up. I'm going to save the Dark Plate Armor Jacket. And then I'm going to move the books to my horse. Okay, and now we can sleep through the night. Okay, now it's important that once you've completed that quest, you meet her the next morning. Okay? You don't want to delay meeting her. So let's head back up to the monastery.
Yeah.
Which bow has the fastest draw speed? I think it's the cumin bow. The cumin bow I think has the fastest. Capon's hunting bow is also very fast, but I think the cumin bow has the fastest draw speed. We don't use the cumin bow because we have the sinew bow. The cumin bow maxes out at 74. The sinew bow maxes out at 82 for the damage. But on my personal playthrough, I didn't pick the weaponsmith for the sinew bow, so I'm using the cumin bow. And like I said, I believe it has the fastest draw speed in the game. Okay, so she's sitting here waiting. Let's go eat real quick. We'll wait for her to wake up. Yeah, the sinew bow has the highest damage of any bow in the game, but I believe the cumin bow has the highest the fastest draw speed. So the DPS works out really close.
Henry, did you go to that cave?
I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Well, it was a bit strange. No cave, no hellfire, just an abandoned mine shaft. Although at the end of it, there was quite a nasty surprise.
What was there?
Dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies. All murdered.
God have mercy.
There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what? I had another dream. A different one.
Another one?
Yes, another one. The Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes, it all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people. All of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
Well, when you put it like that, I can see some sense in it. Not that I know much about these things, but I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
Well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me. Actually, we can go right now. People will be going to the market in the morning, and we can make it on time.
Well... Alright. If you want, I'll come with you.
Thank you, Henry. Let's go then. Why waste time? God be with you.
Okay, and this is why you want to do it in the morning. As far as the arrows go, I believe it's the better piercing
Much
arrow.
the same as in Scarlet's. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest, so we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts, especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country, and a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
Well, the best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
The livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse, or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them, or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter, it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
So, yes,
How
I
are things with the
believe...
infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin, at least?
Unfortunately
we'll
not.
wait until the
They
conversation's
said there'll be
done.
no more until St. Havel's Day.
Now that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more. Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. That's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Tell me, how is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
Well, it's a wonder he took me on at all after I lost his sword in Scalise. But it's great. For someone like me. I lost everything, and he gave me a second chance. And even a new home of sorts, if you know what I mean.
I'll pray for
I
your safe
understand.
return, as always.
Thanks, Guta. Not to worry, I'll be fine. I'll go then.
But no dice playing in Kuttenberg. Remember what you promised me.
Oh, for God's sake, stop your nagging.
Remember that.
I'm glad you found your feet with Sir Radzig. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too eventually.
I hope so.
Remember that interaction back there.
Listen, when she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colors and this golden light.
My, that's really something. How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better, don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit, but maybe that's just wishful thinking.
And once you get close up
Johanka,
here...
what are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant preachers who are always wandering around the land.
I see. And have you ever done anything like that?
No, I haven't. But it can't be all that hard, can it?
I couldn't say. I'm sure you can do it.
Our Lady will guide me.
Now think about the time period as well. People claiming to talk to the divine and or people claiming to give advice from the divine.
Girl,
and they're
time
not
to go and spread the
priests
word
of the church are probably heretics. So keep all of this in mind as we're going through her questline, what this is looking like. And yeah, the better piercing arrow, Jacob, is the best arrow in the game at 150% of damage. So they're fairly rare to come by. The better long distance arrows, since there are so many of them during the quest where you clear out the Cuman village before Privoslavitz, are the ones that I tend to use most often.
Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
Have no fear. You can do it. If you didn't have what it took, Our Lady wouldn't have chosen you, would she?
I suppose you're right. But it's still hard for me.
Think of Matthias. You want him to recover, don't you?
Yes. If I don't let her down, she'll surely heal him for me.
That's the spirit. Enough beating around the bush. Go and let him have it.
All right. Here goes. God be with the Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream, and she showed me things I've never seen before. A great city, a great and beautiful city it was, great and beautiful, with many, many spires, tall spires, golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me. But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground, and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them, but it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
And now you should recognize the woman in blue here.
The Virgin Mary, but it didn't make much sense to me. You can always tell.
Johanka,
not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while. I must sit down.
Please. It's very important. The way you spoke, it sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble. And I didn't know who to go to.
Henry's come to see us.
Until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
Oh, all right. But quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop, but he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him...
Oh, all right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me, and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears, and now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realise for himself how he's harming others and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now. God be with you. God be with you, Henry.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
So, what do you think? Was it all right?
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry. I don't even know how I did it. I just opened my mouth and the words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Oh yes, clear as day. It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
God be with you.
Okay, so you can see now she's preaching sermons in front of people, and she feels like she wasn't even in control of herself when she was speaking. The church is probably going to take notice of this at some point, so we'll see what happens. Is the quest time sensitive? This one is not. However, you're going to see me as we go through this DLC. We're going to take a break from it because there are some quests that we're going to need to do before we finish the last part of this DLC if we want to get an achievement out of it. So, so we will put this on hold a little bit later and go do some other things, even jumping back into the main quest line. But nothing in what we're about to do here is time sensitive. Now, the last portion of this quest, or of the DLC, is time sensitive. So you need to make sure that you are completing these side quests that you need to do before that, before you get to that point, because you'll have a limited amount of time. But for now, the next few are not time sensitive at all. So if you noticed, the casting lots quest has now showed up, and we need to go talk to the tailor's wife down here. There she is.
God be with you.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work, and besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times, but he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realize it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I talk to him man to man.
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
I swear I'll give back every last groschen, as the Virgin Mary is my witness.
Very well, then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg, on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon.
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Good luck.
Okay. Now, this section of the quest has an opportunity to get another achievement. And that achievement is... you had one job, I think. And that achievement needs you to pass out drunk while talking to Ambrose. Now, for that to happen, you're going to fail this quest. Okay? Luckily, right before you start it, this portion with him, you're going to get an autosave. So you can drink yourself into oblivion, fail it, get the achievement, reload that autosave, and then come back and do it correctly. Now, there are two ways to do this quest. Okay? And let me just find where he is.
I'll have a beer.
Okay, well, he's supposed to be here. Is he now at the other tavern? This is where I found him previously. Yeah, he's supposed to be here. Wonder if he's upstairs in a room. No. Didn't I just see his icon?
My pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, so... Because this is not Ambrose. I know... Oh, there he is. Okay. Weird. So there are two ways to play this out. The first is you can... He does like beer. You can play a drinking game with him, and that's the way you have to go if you want to get the achievement. The second one is you can play him at dice, and you can win him in, or you can beat him at dice. You have to lose twice, and then you have to bet everything that you have in the third game and win, and that will teach him a lesson. Otherwise, you have to drink with him until he passes out, and then you have to pickpocket his money while he's passed out. And then you have to wait until the morning, talk to him again, and again, teach him his lesson. So 2 different ways to do it here. Now, the achievement is only through the drinking portion of that. The problem is, and there was a lot of complaints about this on the forums, if you've gotten to this point in the game, your drinking skill is probably pretty high. Mine's 13. The maximum drinking skill that you can have and be able to pass out during this game is 12. And even with 12, you have to have the wine bibber perk, which makes you get twice as drunk off of beer. And you have to have the True Slav perk to get drunk on 50% less alcohol. Okay? So all 3 of those things have to be true. Now, since I have above level 12, it doesn't matter how many perks I have or what perks I have, it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to pass out here in doing this. Drinking level 13 with the Wine Bibber and True Slav perks, Ambrose will still pass out. I will not pass out. So what this means is that I cannot get this achievement here. The mechanics of the drinking game do not allow me to get the achievement. For you, if you don't have a drinking skill that's that high, then I'd recommend picking up the Wine Bibber perk and the True Slav perk. And that will allow you to pass out, get the achievement, reload the game, and then go through the steps to either pickpocket him or win at dice, and you'll be fine. For me, I'm going to take the drinking aspect just so I can kind of explain it to you some more, how you're going to get the achievement, but it's not going to work for me.
My pleasure.
Well, well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
Okay, there's the autosave. So that's your comeback point. And Jacob, yeah, with a drinking skill close to 20, you're not going to be able to get the achievement. It simply is not possible to do. Same as me with my drinking skill of 13. It's simply not possible for me to get that to get the achievement.
How's it going?
Let's have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad. Good luck, then.
Okay, now you're going to start the drinking game, but you don't have to continue it.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
Okay, because here you can now go, how about a game of dice? And you can beat him that way. But all these other options are the options to get you drunk.
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, cumans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
And now you see the icons. You want to select the ones that have the highest number of beer icons next to them. Not 2, but 3.
I did. The bold Henry of Skalitz. Let's have a drink to my bravery.
Well now, I had no idea I was sitting here with such a warrior. A toast to your bravery.
Bravery it was, I cannot deny. Not one of them could match me in combat. Ha! Let's drink to my sword fighting skill.
To your incomparable skill, Master Swordsman.
I rained a barrage of blows on the enemy's heads, to my strength and speed.
Aye, aye, to your fast, powerful arm.
But first I had to track down their lair. So, let's drink to my cunning, too.
Is that so? Then you have the cunning of a fox.
Well, there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then? I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
No, not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart enough for me. Ha! To my wits!
Ha ha! To your wits!
Okay, and you can see that the cups in front of me and in front of him are going down here. Whoever runs out of cups first is going to pass out first. Okay, but since I can't pass out, the game is going to make me win this automatically, basically.
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
But a lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to. That wound still hurts. We can drink to that.
Yes, to your wound.
May those bastards burn in hell.
May they burn in hell.
Did you hear what happened in Merhoyed?
No. What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, but the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them. That's what those bastards deserve.
But it didn't end with that. Some pestilence broke out, and people thought it was the plague.
God have mercy on us.
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though. Those murdering bastards poisoned the wells there.
The low-down whoresons. They ought to hang. The lot of them.
Let's drink to those brave souls in Merhoyed. They stood up to a pack of cutthroats and captured one.
Glory to them!
Not even the pestilence could break them. With the help of Brother Nicodemus, they recovered.
Glory to your brother Nicodemus too.
Aye, and may trouble pass them by now and leave them to enjoy the peace they deserve.
Aye, peace to all people with good souls.
Okay, one more.
So, you're going to Kuttenberg, eh?
That's right.
That's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
Ah, it's great, lad. Grand it is. Kuttenberg is a big town. Strong walls. And more churches than you'd count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there. And it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like. But the city elders are troubled now. Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
The devil take that damn Sigismund! He's done damage enough here already!
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Skalitz. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Then let's drink.
And see, I'm out of cups. He still has 2 left. So I would lose this. But since my drinking skill's too high, he's going to be the one that's passed out. Not me.
Hey!
Okay, so Ambrose has drunk himself into oblivion, and I'm still not passed out. So now you can go around behind him, you can pickpocket him. Okay, and that completes it. For you to be able to pass out, you have to be more than halfway filled on your drunk meter down there at the bottom left. You can see I'm not near that. So it's just one of those things, and that's why there was a lot of complaining about this. The DLC came out, and there was really no way to get this achievement without replaying the entire game again and starting over. So yeah, it was a thing. Now you have to wait until at least 8 or 9, something like that. Okay, so now my drunkenness is gone. There he is, stumbling around out here.
You're too old for this kind of nonsense.
Go eat real quick.
Ambrose, you hound. What got into you yesterday?
Me? Nothing. We drank a bit, alright. Quite a bit. And then I went to sleep.
What? You don't remember? You got as drunk as a lord. Started shouting that you were the greatest dice master in Bohemia and that you'd show everyone. No one had the nerve to tackle you, so you insisted I had to give you a game. But you lost, and then you got really worked up and wanted to save your reputation. We ended up playing until the early hours.
Damn. I don't remember a thing. Did I win?
Oh, you did a few times. And then you lost everything.
Oh, fuck. Everything?
Everything. The whole 600 groschen you had for buying cloth in Kuttenberg.
Christ in heaven. Oh, God, what am I going to do now? I have to get that money back.
Actually, it wasn't by chance that I ran into you. It was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No, I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the Blessed Virgin never to pick up dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
And give me those dice, so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen, Henry. The money you want from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that cloth, and I can't pay for it.
You've seen the error of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man. God bless you. See you later.
Okay, so that's going to complete casting lots. And Jacob, that actually will not work. The game mechanics, even if you're like 99% drunk, you're right before where the pass out stage starts, and you've got all sorts of other buffs and or debuffs on because of active effects, not because of passive effects like perks. The game, it cuts all of those off. What happens before the game starts and what happens after the game starts do not matter as far as the mechanic of collecting drunkenness inside of that drinking game goes. So people have tried everything. The only way to get past it is through modifying the game to allow you to do it here. But yeah, if you're drunk or you've got other active effects going on, the game just puts all of that on hold, puts you back to perfectly sober. You go through the game, and then whatever you get at the end of it is what you get. Passive effects can affect it, like I say, the Wine Bibber and the True Slav perk, or if you have the Bacchus perk, I believe, I think that's what it is. Yeah, the Bacchus perk, if you have this, you can't drink yourself to oblivion, so you can never reach that stage, so you will never be able to get the achievement if you have the Bacchus perk. The passive perks affect what you're allowed to gain inside the minigame, but active effects, like those things that you'll get from drinking other things or stuff like that, will not allow you to do it. Hey, Max, I actually do. Welcome. Good to see you again. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. So we do have a strength perk here. Both of these perks I don't really need and or want, but between the two of them, I'm never going to bump into anybody at a sprint. It's just not how I play. Dreadful is okay. It causes enemies to flee from you, which can be kind of a pain if you're doing some of the combats that require you to kill like a camp chieftain and that sort of stuff. They'll run away from you and you have to track them down. I've finished with all of those, so the Dreadful perk kinda is what it is here. But I'm still going to go with Boar just because I don't like chasing people down. And that's going to max out strength. I'm now at 20 strength. I'm doing okay, Max. Like I say, recovering. So still a little bit of pain here and there in my wrists and hands, but it's manageable. I'll get through it. So, but thanks for asking. I appreciate it. So that's going to complete the casting lots quest, and we can go back and continue the Madonna of Sasau quest.
Henry! For the love of God! What have you been doing?
I went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think this is exactly what the Blessed Virgin wants from us.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
See what you're capable of? Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
How do you mean?
I mean, more people who want to find a better, more virtuous life. If only we could help them to do that.
I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledechko. Adela, her name is.
And how do you know her?
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and help her.
But how?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
Well, if you think so, I can go there and see what I can do.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. God be with you.
Okay, and that's going to start the Go and Sin No More quest. Okay. Now, before you start this quest, there's another opportunity for an achievement here, the Voyeur achievement. That requires you to do some pickpocketing. So you need to have a decent pickpocketing skill. And you need to, depending upon your gear, you might have to strip all of it off to make your noise level really low. So make sure you have pickpocketing before you do it. You also want to have... And you want to have the First Aid 2 perk at least. The First Aid 2 perk is what allows you to use healing skill in dialogues. Okay, so you want to be able to do that to be able to bypass a certain section of the dialogue that we're going to have a little bit later. So, and what happened, Max? Yeah, you can actually go and read through some of the posts on the post tab in the channel. Short story. About 2 months ago, I was in a car wreck, and during that car wreck, holding on to the steering wheel during the wreck, dislocated both my wrists, broke a couple of bones in my hands, and have been kind of recovering since then. So this is my first week back. You caught me on the welcome back stream. So after I was cleared to come back and play video games again. So Ledechko is where we're going here. Actually, before I do that, I need to head back here, talk to her for something else. I don't know as if this is necessary, but I want to make sure I do it. I did it my personal playthrough, and don't know as if it would have an effect, but
yeah,
I want to make sure. So, also two things. One, see what's happening outside of here. She's got a little... There have been some donations and stuff that have been set up as a little shrine outside of her place. So things are starting to get a little...
Good heavens. What's all this? Candles? Pictures? Someone's made quite a shrine here. I can't wait to hear what Johanka thinks of this.
So I want to exhaust some dialogue
For the love of
options.
God, what have you been doing?
Where did all those pretty things outside your door come from?
People have been bringing things and leaving them here. Sometimes they even pray. Flowers, a few coins, some food and various bits and pieces. People give whatever they have. Some of them light candles too.
Why are they doing it?
Well, I think it's like some veneration to the Blessed Virgin. And they come seeking advice too, asking about this and that and what they should do. And even worse, they want me to bless them. Someone asked me to bless them before traveling to Benishov. Others asked me to bless women about to give birth, so their children would be healthy and nothing bad would happen. And it seems to me there's more and more coming. I'm at a loss what to do. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Well, I hope it doesn't get out of hand. You know how people are. Someone might be offended.
Maybe. But these people are acting of their own free will, and I can't drive them away. But I don't bless anyone, in case you were thinking.
Sure, that really wouldn't be a good idea.
Of course not. What? Do I look like a bishop?
No, and he'd have a fit if he saw something like that. I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a Grosnor too in the end, eh?
Ah, yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
Well, what's so complicated? They finally showed appreciation for everything you do here, right?
Yes, something like that. Can we just talk about something else, please?
What's got into you? You're not yourself at all. There's something wrong.
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
What's the matter?
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here, always bringing me gifts, a dress, a piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy, any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once, more than once, I went with him. Then he had this room cleared out and gave it to me.
But you're not to blame. These things happen. He's a noble, and he can do whatever he feels like. He took advantage of you.
But it's all over, I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him. I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better. If I had been more virtuous...
But don't be so hard on yourself. The important thing is you ended it, and you tried to make amends.
So ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me. And don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
I won't breathe a word. I promise.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding. God be with you.
Okay, so yeah, she's becoming more and more popular with the people. The stress is starting to get to her. Things are starting to fall apart a little bit, it seems. Okay. So let's again head to Ledechko. Okay, so here are the baths. Now there are a couple of ways to do this. If you go in there right now, you're going to interrupt Henslin, and something's going to happen, and then when you're leaving afterward, you're going to get ambushed. Okay. So we can go head that off by going here first. We're still going to get ambushed, but we can make that ambush be a lot less dangerous. Oops, I need to go north to cross the river first. Okay, so it was right there. Right here. Okay. So there are the two henchmen sitting there. I'm going to put on, I'm going to have that handy. I'm going to, because right now I'm at 0 noise. My conspicuousness is a little high because I'm not in the forest. And going to take the better piercing arrows as well. I'm going to equip those. So I do the most damage I can with my bow. And I'm also going to put on a Bowman's Brew here before I start this off. It's been a while since I've done any archery.
Shot must have come from here. Where is that bastard?
Okay. So there's one down. And now this guy, I'm not too worried about one-on-one. I doubt I'll be able to stealth kill him. I did. Nice. Okay. So, like I say, this is just preparation work for something that's going to happen later. And the ones that I missed, yeah, I could find them and pick them up. Okay, so we're going to put as much of this as we can on our horse, especially things that are stolen. Okay, so my horse can't carry anymore. And I would really prefer not to have that stolen stuff. These aren't that expensive. I think I'm just going to drop them. Okay, and now let's go back. Hey, Em, welcome. Yeah, I saw your message. No, glad you're here. Good to see you again. And again, thanks for all the well wishes. I really do appreciate it. So now that we have cleared out those two, we're going to go to the southwest here and get back to the baths. And we want to keep our armor on. Okay. You're going to need it. Actually, no, before we do this, we want to take it off. I take that back. And we're going to put our quiet stuff back on. Forgot about this part. Okay, so now we're at 0 noise, which is where we want to be. And I'm going to drop a save when I get up here, and this is where we're going.
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Christ! Is that Adela crying in that room?
It's a bit unpleasant.
Unpleasant? That fellow is beating her up.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays well, and the bruises will heal soon enough.
I want to talk to her.
You can't now. The door stays locked, and the key stays safely with me. Wait until tomorrow.
She could be killed in there. And do you think the bailiff wouldn't hold you responsible, sitting here and doing nothing to stop it?
You really think she could be? God almighty. Here, take the key. Please, help her.
Thanks for being here, Max. I appreciate it. So now you want to go into stealth here.
Oh yeah? You think a knight in shining armor is gonna come to your rescue? Nobody gives
Unlock
a
the
fuck
door.
about you.
Immediately move up behind him and pickpocket him.
Ow!
She's sitting
And
right outside the door.
pickpocket
She can hear
that.
everything, but she don't dare interfere. Let her listen.
Okay, that's
Let them
going to get
all
you the
listen.
voyeur achievement.
Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
I'm sure we can come to some agreement. Have you any idea the shit I can land you in if I have a word with the bailiff?
The bailiff doesn't care about some whore.
Maybe, maybe not. He might care about your sodomy, though, if I give him an eyewitness account.
Fucking hell. What do you want from me?
Get out.
He'll pay me back
Fuck.
for this.
I don't need this shit. But you haven't heard the last of this, fucker. I'll cut your fucking throat for that.
Okay? And now he's going to leave. And now we're going to put our Warhorse stuff back on. Okay? What arrows do I need to equip as well as using piercing? Okay. Now I'm gonna... Oh, I can't save. I must be out of Savior Schnapps.
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God. Headson will kill me if Marouche doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
Henry, if it wasn't for the fact that you saved Hinnick, I'd slap your face.
Okay, now you have to do specific dialogue option choices here, and some of them are timed. That's why I want you to save before this.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
I'll take you away from this hole.
You don't have to live in this rat hole anymore. We'll leave together.
Who gave you that idea?
Johanka.
Johanka?
What Johanka are you talking about, for God's sake?
Here it doesn't matter.
She's from Skalitz, like me. Just an innocent girl.
They all claim that.
But she really is. Well, that is... she was.
Ha! So what did she do? Did she go with a man for money too?
Only to help others.
Oh, aye. I bend over backwards here to help others.
It was only on account of her that the wounded from Skalitz got to Sasau. Although they didn't have it easy there either.
I heard they took them in at the monastery.
Aye. But they didn't exactly bend over backwards to help them there. Johanka had to take care of them on her own. Most of them wouldn't have lived without her. And to get some extra supplies for them, she succumbed to the custodian there.
For them? She had nothing out of it for herself.
She only did it for them.
My. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that.
Look, when I came to see her the first time, after Skalitz, she was destroyed. And they wanted to drive her out of the monastery. She could have just gone. But she didn't want to stop helping the others.
But what's any of that got to do with me?
It was Johanka who sent me to you.
But I don't even know her. Why would she send you to me?
It was a revelation from the Virgin Mary.
A revelation? How?
The Blessed Virgin started visiting Johanka in her dreams.
Visiting?
Well, that's how Johanka put it. Like visitations in which she spoke to her. And according to these visitations, she believes she has a duty to save sinners.
And you believe in these visitations?
This doesn't matter.
Yes, I believe.
I'd like to believe too.
Well, why don't you try it then?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
This one doesn't make a difference.
Why not?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
Pick no.
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
Get yourself a different job.
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
You won't be able to do this forever.
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
And here is the first aid 2 option. You could catch some disease.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Ratai could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
You could do something else.
Haven't you ever thought of doing something different?
Like what?
Help the sick. And that'll be the last thing.
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes. But you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
There, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
Now, if you pick right away, you're going to be fast-traveled, and you're going to get ambushed. Normally that ambush is with 3 people, Henslin and 2 henchmen. Now, we already killed his henchman, so it's just Henslin, so we're going to go right now.
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
God be with you.
Because you're not fast-traveling on horseback, which makes it harder to get away from him.
I'll hang you up by the balls from the nearest tree, and then I'll get what I paid for from that harlot. The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. Ha! Had enough?
But now it's just one-on-one.
Ale dobredela!
Curse it!
And I can take anybody one-on-one. There's the head cracker perk. I love that perk.
Are you all right, Henry?
Okay, so he's got Fear Not, which we've seen before. It's a decent longsword, though. But he does have some expensive stuff, like the Dark Milanese Brigandine.
Henry?
Okay, and now you can talk to Adela again.
The pig turns up.
Oh, he popped back up?
Gone weak.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm over here.
Yeah, well. Is he dead now? Okay. I saw a kill down there when I was looking at him, but he was sprawled out like he was already dead. So.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
Well, they hacked me up a bit, but I'm still on my feet. That's enough.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Now what you can do, though, is when that combat starts, you can immediately press X to summon your horse. Get on your horse as fast as you can and ride away. Once you leave combat, you can come back here to this point and find her waiting. She won't get attacked.
Let's go then.
Goodbye.
It's just harder to do when you have the opportunity of getting dehorsed or unhorsed and all that sort of stuff. So it's easier if you can just take care of the henchmen and have that one-on-one fight.
Here we are. Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me, without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted, for one last time, together.
You can do this, but if you do it, it's going to negatively affect the outcome, and you want the best ending here, so you do not want to do this.
You don't have to thank me, and you certainly don't have to offer your body to anyone. Anyone at all.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
And that's going to complete the Go and Sin No More quest. Okay. And that's going to give us a great point to stop things. What we're going to do, though, is, so I don't forget, we're not going to continue on from here with the next quest in this line, which is Troublemakers, I believe. We're going to pause the DLC here, and next week we're going to get back into a couple of small side quests and the main quest line again. Because we need to complete some other quests before we come back and complete this. So the last thing today, I'm going to travel back to the Ratai Mill and grab some savior schnapps, and we will save and get ready this week for next week's episode. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, and thanks. I'm I'm very happy to be back, to be with all of you again. I certainly do appreciate it. All the support that I've gotten from all of you. It's been extraordinary to see the well wishes, and again, thank you very much. So here we are. We'll just drop a save here. And we should be good. So, as always, and especially today, thank you all for your support. I can't thank you enough as I've been through this time off. I can't thank you enough for all the well wishes I've gotten. I really wanted to get back to interacting with all of you again and to playing some games that I really, really enjoy, and hopefully helping people learn a little bit more about them. And your well wishes certainly contributed to me helping me get back in the time that I have. Hopefully everything will continue to go well through the remainder of the therapy, and I'll be 100% here as quick as I can. But again, thank you all for your support, because as I say, without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Jerval saying until next time, fare thee well.